reaches unity. She built a bridge that connected all of us, with every corner across the open sea. To the strangers that love their brothers, the familiar that's to share the peace. The unknown time is something never meet. I still love you, sharing unity. Give me hope, Ohana, give me hope, Ohana, give me hope, Ohana for the morning come, oh give me hope, Ohana, give me hope, Ohana, hope before the morning comes, you brought light to the darkest places. You placed hope in every dire heart. I will cherish Ohana till day's end, share the love until we one day part. There's no blood that connects Ohana. We're related with a common goal, sharing love, sharing peace and unity. My Ohana, we will take control. Oh, give me hope, Ohana, give me hope, Ohana, give me hope, Ohana for the morning come, oh give me hope, Ohana, give me hope, Ohana, hope before the morning come. Give me hope, Ohana, give me hope, Ohana, give me hope, Ohana for the morning come, oh give me hope, Ohana, give me hope, Ohana, hope before the morning comes.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our Tuesday evening presentation evening. Welcome. We are so happy you are all here. Joining us this evening, we have Elisabeth and Jan, who are co-presenting tonight. So, ladies, welcome. How are you both tonight? How are you, Jan?
I'm wonderful. I'm always wonderful after I hear that amazing song. No troubles with me. I'm just all smiles tonight.
I wish I was wearing nice summer dress like you. It's so cold here in Johannesburg, but in the Northern Hemisphere, it's nice and warm. So you've really got the Ohana vibes. Elisabeth, what's it like there by you?
Well, today it's windy, and it started raining. So very strange summer initiation. But here we are, and happy to be here. I coincide with Jan. I love the Ohana song. It just makes me smile all the time. So happy to be here. Happy to be with you guys. Welcome, 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 everybody, and those who have been invited to our presentation today. So we want to share a video with you guys before doing our presentation. So let's do that.
Spending your days just surviving, following that same routine every day just to make ends meet? Did you know that there is a worldwide community that would love to color your world? You only join this community by special invitation, just like this one that has been sent to you by someone who truly cares about you. So take a step out of your comfort zone and find out more about a community that offers you the ride of your life. This colorful community upholds the principles of Ubuntu, a phrase used in Africa that means community cooperation and allows everyone to thrive and not just survive. This gifting community is like a theme park. There are 6 main attractions in this theme park. They are the coal train ride, 4 different size Ferris wheels, and the Ohana shuttles. Participating in this gifting community will start your journey to the riding of the boards of abundance. Your participation and willingness to follow the guidelines determines the experience that you will have as you ride these boards. When you join Gift of Legacy, you have a choice of where you wish to start your journey. You can join the coal board, which is like the theme park train. This board was recently created to make GL affordable for everyone. Coal was designed to be a starter board and gets you going. The gift you will send to join on Coal is only $25. And that is your ticket to board the train. You can also choose to join on the bronze board with a $100 gift, which is your ticket. Bronze is the first of the 4 main boards or 4 Ferris wheels. The goal of Gift of Legacy is for everyone to be on the perpetual cycle of all 6 boards. The Ferris wheels signify the perpetual journey that you are able to ride on your journey to abundance again and again. The boards are structured so that 8 gifters enter and send an unconditional, non-returnable gift to the legend on the board. When the legend has received their first 4 gifts, they can already purchase their next ticket for the Ferris wheel ride or board, which is the silver $400 board. When all 8 gifts have been received on bronze, that ride ends and the guides become legends on their own boards. The process continues through all the rides on the $100, $400, $1,600 and ultimately the $5,000 boards. The legend is able to enjoy their gifts, 3 that they can enjoy and spend on whatever their hearts desire. Gifters are placed on the boards by the builders that invite with their links and on perpetual boards by the automated GL system. This system is maintained by Gracious Givers Movement, fondly known as GGM. This non-profit organization is overseen by the custodians, the people who created and developed GL. GGM relies 100% on donations, as no one in GL contributes a monthly fee. The community is encouraged to support GGM to ensure that all the rides are well maintained and improvements are made periodically to improve the user experience. As boards close, gifters become builders. This is the ideal opportunity to invite 2 friends to journey with you on the rides of abundance. Everyone in this theme park requires 2 friends to share their fun and excitement with. Invite 2 like-minded people who share your interest in coloring the world. Soon, you will be a guide and can assist your friends to add more people to your group or community. When everyone invites 2 by 2 by 2 by 2, the boards move constantly and everyone gets to enjoy the thrill of the rides. When a legend finishes a board or ride, they can join the next Ferris wheel in the park on their first round of rides. But they must also join the perpetual cycle of the board that they have just finished. This is how we ride the boards of abundance. The Ohana board is a new addition to the GL theme park. The Ohana shuttles move around the theme park and can even reach out into the wider community. The ticket is $50 and is preferred in USDT. The Ohana board is 100% blended. This means that nobody follows their inviter. People from across the worldwide GL community can ride the Ohana shuttles together. The legend receives 7 gifts on this ride, and this is because there is always an Ohana position already confirmed on the board. The Ohana positions will receive gifts when they are legend, which will be used by GGM for the daily running costs and maintenance of the GL system. Ohana legends will also benefit the Love Heart movement. This movement is managed by GGM and assists those who need it most. The Ohana shuttles are a continuous ride where users are automatically joined to the perpetual cycle. Ohana means family, and this board ensures that nobody gets left behind. As gifts are sent and received by people across the world, and as users join the coal train, ride the Ferris wheels, or meet friends on the Ohana shuttles, we are indeed colouring the world. The worldwide community are all blessed by gifts that are sent peer to peer, heart to heart. But something magical happens in the theme park that has nothing to do with the value of gifts. Friendships are formed as strangers become friends. Kindness and compassion are evident as people support one another to overcome fears or to take on new challenges. We learn and grow as a community as we explore and experience the gift of legacy together.
Yay. I love that animation. I just love it.
Wonderful. Well, now that we've got an introduction, Jan is going to explain a little bit more about Gift of Legacy. And then Elisabeth is going to go into what we call the nuts and bolts. It's where she's going to show you the money, because that's why we're all here. And I will finish off the presentation before we open up for questions. So invite your teams, invite your guests. And if you are a guest here for the first time, sit back, relax. You might not manage to comprehend everything, but take in what you can and speak to the person who invited you afterwards. I know I've invited people, so I hope you enjoy the presentation. Over to you, Jan.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just before you start, just to let everybody know that the chat is closed right now. Just during the presentation, after the presentation finishes, the chat will be open. Okay.
Okay.
So I'll
Perfect.
start
Let's
here.
go. Oh,
Yay.
all right. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. There's a little bit of a feedback. Okay, are we good? All right. So welcome all guests and all participants, if we do have some here. This is the presentation of Gift of Legacy. What you just saw in that animation, we're going to break it down for you so that you can burn this into your memory. The little animation is fantastic, but watching the slides will really help you to move along with the understanding of what Gift of Legacy is. So Gift of Legacy is a gifting activity creating abundance. And because you received a link to come here tonight, it is by invitation only. It's really important to understand that we're not a business. We do not advertise, but we do share this beautiful gift with each other. And that's how you arrived here tonight. So thank you for showing up. We'll go to the next slide. So this presentation that we will be delivering for you here this evening is for information only. It is not to be construed as financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. I am not giving you financial advice. Neither this presentation nor Gift of Legacy are tax advisors or financial advisors. So please note, any decision you make, you will not be receiving advice from any of us. We are here only to share this beautiful message with you. This information is just an example. It's not guaranteed. Nothing's guaranteed. What is guaranteed in life today? Death and taxes. But this is an opportunity for people to share what is something that is missing in the world today, and that is this wonderful opportunity. So let's see. What is Gift of Legacy all about? Well, Gift of Legacy is truly as old as time because it is genuinely a sacred economy. And it's based upon many, many opportunities for people to share with each other. Now, on the screen, it says that it can be traced back to the 60s. Well, it can be traced back further than that. Gifting economies often showed themselves in times of economic hardship. And this is where we found communities would band together to help each other. It's been around forever. It's always existed. We've seen it when we had our grandfathers of my age, my great-grandfather, go off to war, leaving at home women and children to care for themselves. And it was even then the first time that we heard about a women's group getting together to share financial resources with each other. Now, they shared everything with each other. If you can remember, if you're a little bit older like I am, you can remember receiving hand-me-downs from your cousins. How about recipes that we share with each other? How about food when food is short? Yes, sacred economics means that we share our resources with each other. But in this gifting community, what we're going to be sharing most is financial resources. Now, one of the things that it does say in this slide that it is 100% legal, I like to say that it is 100% non-regulated. In some countries, it may be 100% legal. In some countries, it may be still in the works. You will have to make that decision for yourself based upon the country that you live. But what is proven true is this: Ubuntu. Everyone knows it. It comes from the motherland, South Africa. And this is a theme where all peoples work together. You're not on an island by yourself. You are surrounded with your loved ones, your families, your friends. And it is here working together that we build circular economies. And that's why we become a gifting community. Now, Gift of Legacy is a global gifting activity, and we are indeed all over the world, from one end of the globe to the other, and we are approaching 1.3 million strong. So you will not be alone should you decide to join us in this beautiful community where we extend to everyone, discriminate against no one, language, creed, color, race, or nationality. It is here where we do something that's even greater than creating abundance, and it's where we have a self-development program, and you will see it as you join us. It just happens naturally. You become more confident. You become more aware of your surroundings. This is because there are some of the best people of the earth that are here in this community, helping each other to grow and to make their own dreams become a reality. Well, what does the GL, Gift of Legacy, website look like? Well, it's really not a website. The link that you were given tonight is a private link, and you will only receive it if someone who is in Gift of Legacy has the opportunity to share it with you. The same with us. We are really a website that looks like this, but you'll never find us unless you've been invited personally. So on our website, we have forms, we have captions, and it shows us the steps and the processes that we will take as we go through our journey here. Because Gift of Legacy is a global community, and like anything that we do in life, isn't it so much fun to have someone to do it with you? Well, it's not just a choice here in Gift of Legacy. In Gift of Legacy, one of the requirements that we do insist is that you will invite two friends who are like-hearted and like-minded, two friends who would understand that Gift of Legacy is based upon giving of a gift and inviting two friends. And my friends here, this is really the only thing that is a must. You must invite two people to join you on your journey. And I can assure you, it will be the most fun time you've ever had. Just like this little animation shows us here, 3 folks out on the town having fun. That's exactly what it'll feel like for you as well. So this is how it starts. Every one of us will have the opportunity to be placed upon a board, and we call this the gifting position. In this slide, you'll see, and in every slide, we have a left hemisphere, we have a right hemisphere. Everything is equally the same on both hemispheres. We have 4 gifters on the left and 4 gifters on the right. Then we have 2 builders on the left and 2 builders on the right. Then we have a guide on the left and a guide on the right. And in the center, that's the bullseye. That's where we're targeting the legend. There's only ever one legend. So say you decide to say yes to this community, to the person who invited you, you will come into a board where you will become a gifter. You will give your gift immediately to the person who's in the legend position. Other gifters will come onto this board as well. And when there are 8 gifters, 4 on each side, each of those gifters will give their $25 to the legend. It is then that the legend will receive a total of $200. Isn't that fun? Let's see what happens next. The best way to manage your gifts, because you're going to be, as a legend, you will receive $200. Now you might say, well, $25 and I have $200. This is great. Well, it's just the beginning. It's just the very beginning. What you want to do is hold those gifts. Do not spend them, even though it may be enticing, because what you'll want to do is take 4 of your gifts and join the next board. The next board is a higher board. It's called the bronze board. And to enter into this board, you will need $100 as a gifter to give to the person who's in the legend position. And you can do that easily because you've just received $200. So isn't this fun so far? Let's see what Elisabeth tells us.
Thank you, Jan. I love how you present this. And today I take that the only thing we have for sure is death and taxes. I love that. It just made me smile because it's true. I've always thought about death, but never thought about taxes. Yes. So yeah. So let's talk about the boards and what happens here. And one of the things that we want you to understand is all the boards work the same. So it's the same for all of them. And this is how it goes. So this is the bronze board. So you will journey through 4 boards, and these are what we call the Ferris wheels. And this is where the fun starts. Here is where we grow our true abundance. Okay, so that coal board that Jan just showed you is to help us get here. That is the little train that we have at the beginning of any park that takes us to where we have to go. And where we have to go is to start with bronze. So what happens in bronze? In bronze, you enter, you give a gift to the legend of $100, and you will exit with $800. But not all of those $800 are yours, because you will be giving it to the legend of the silver board. But let me explain how the bronze board works. So this is our board. This is your board, and there is a legend in the center. And as Jan explained, we have the gifters, builders, guide, and legend positions. So this is you. So I just want you to focus on that yellow circle and why yellow, because when we enter a board, and whenever we open it, we will see our name in yellow. Our username will always be in yellow. So that's the way that when we open it, we know, oh, this is my board because my name here is in yellow. Okay, the rest of the names you'll see as they're here in white with a black background. So what happens here? You give a $100 gift, and all the gifters give $100 to the legend. So what happens once one of the hemispheres gets filled, the gifters give all the gifts, $400 on either side, then the legend can fast track to the next board, in this case, the silver board. Why? Because you have received already the $400 that is necessary to give the legend in the silver board. I always say this is the easiest way. Before spending it, I know sometimes, it's so tempting when we receive the money, oh, let's just go spend it, and let's just wait for the other $400 to come in. And I say, no, just, use those first $400 to go into the next board. So what happens here when the other hemisphere fills in, the legend will have received $800. Okay, so that's when the board splits. The board splits when either side gets filled. Okay, so you now are in the builder position, and the person who was guide before is now the legend. So you are now in the builder position, and your invitees, the people you are bringing into Gift of Legacy, will be giving the legend, the new legend, the $800 that are due in this board. So here we have $800, and the board splits again, and now you are the guide. Okay, so now you will help your builders, the people you have brought in, and this is where the 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 continuously happens, is we help each other, we help the builders, we help the gifters. And truth is that once you're here, you want to help everybody. Like there's no limitation on who you're helping. Is it my invitee? Is it somebody else's invitee? It doesn't matter, because you really want this to work. So again, when either hemisphere fills, the guide will split off to become legend on their own boards. And this board will only complete once all 8 gifters have been accepted. Okay. So when that happens, you become the legend. So when this side fills, you become the legend because you were on that hemisphere. So you will be receiving the $800, your gifts. Isn't this amazing? I remember the first time someone called me. I can't even remember who it was. I was so excited. Like, oh my God, this is true. Like, this is for true. Like when you think, you come to this and you hear all of this and you say, oh, no, that's a scam. This is that. This is whatever. But when you receive your first gift, you say, oh my God, this is for true. I just love that emotion. But giving the gift was also so exciting. I just love it. So you will receive $800 total gifts, but you are only going to keep $300 of those. And another thing, and I will show you why in a bit. So what happens here is when you leave your board and you come back in your perpetual cycle, you will probably, we don't know, but if the board where you have left before still has some places that don't have confirmed gifters, you will come into that board, and that's what we call Ohana. Ohana means nobody gets left behind. So we come here to help that board fill in when we are on our perpetual cycle. That way we ensure continuous flow on every board. So from the $800 that we receive, remember, you are going to hold back $400 for the silver board and $100 for the bronze board. So $500 from those 800 are to move to the next boards. But this is not your money. I mean, the only money you put into Gift of Legacy were the first $100 or 25, depending on how you came into Gift of Legacy. That's important to always keep in mind. You are not giving out of your own pocket these $500. You already gave $100. Okay. And you will keep, like, how awesome is this? No, I always say, well, if we look at it mathematically, like I gave $100 and I received 300%. Yeah. How, when and where do you receive 300% for something that you give? That never happens. And these are gifts. Isn't it beautiful? So let's see. So this is how it works throughout all the cycles to grow our economy, to grow our wealth. And this is what happens. So you heard us talk about $25 board, which is the coal board. It's a starter board. And on the first round, you will receive, in both, you will receive $200, but in the first round, you will receive 75. You'll keep 75. And then in the perpetual cycle, you will keep 175. So again, remembering why 75? Because you are giving $100 to go into the bronze board, yes, to gift in the bronze board, and of course, keep 25 for the perpetual cycle. So you will, that's why you receive $75. So now in bronze, you have given a $100 gift to the legend and you receive $800. So you get to keep in the first round $300. Same thing here. Why? Because you're gifting to silver and keeping for the perpetual cycle. And in the perpetual cycle, you get to keep $700. Beautiful. So now we go into the $400 board, which is the silver board, where you give that gift and you receive $3,200. On the first cycle, you will keep $1,200, and in the perpetual cycle, you will keep $2,800. Awesome. So now, and again, you only came into gift of legacy with one gift of $100 or $25. And this is what you are receiving. Like, this is what you are receiving on your first cycle and in your perpetual cycle. So going into gold, you give a $1,600 gift. You receive $12,800. And in the first cycle, you keep $6,200. And in the perpetual cycle, $11,200. And this is a little bit more because we do not give 4 gifts of $1,600, but a $5,000 gift to the legend in the platinum board. And when this happens, look at this, you receive $40,000, of which you get to keep $35,000, both in the first cycle and the perpetual cycle. Okay, so I'm just going to let you look at this board for a little bit at this slide so you can just check on the numbers and see this, and does this make sense? Is this logical? Isn't it amazing? It's just amazing that you come in with $100 or $25 and you get to receive all this. So when you this is the summary of all the gifts in the first cycle through the 4 boards you will receive. And this is through the 4 boards, not including coal. Coal. You get to receive $42,700. And in the perpetual cycle, $49,700. Okay. So, this is beautiful. And this is where I pass on the mic on to Adele to continue with the presentation. Thank you.
Well, ladies, you both have done an amazing, amazing job of presenting Gift of Legacy. I want to just sign up and register again because you make it so simple and so attractive and so real. So in Gift of Legacy, you got the coal train. It's there behind both Jan and Elisabeth. The coal train is a starter board, $25, that goes round and around the theme park. It was created to help people who didn't have the funds to start on $100 to join in the theme park and take part. Then you have the 4 Ferris wheels, which represent bronze, silver, gold, and platinum, and they have perpetual cycles. But now there's another attraction in a theme park. And we did a beautiful training last week that Elisabeth put together. It's called the 4 attractions. Go and look for it on YouTube, on the Telegram groups, or if somebody invited you to watch this call and they haven't sent you that presentation, that recording, ask them for it. It's called the 4 attractions, because you've got coal. You've got your first cycle on the Ferris wheels. You got the second cycle on the Ferris wheels. Now there's a 4th attraction. It was launched beginning of May. It's called Ohana. And Ohana is represented by little buggies, little shuttles that go around the theme park. And if you're in a theme park, you know that sometimes there's these little tuk-tuks or buggies that take people around. It's not there to build a lineage. It's there to get you from one place to another. So the Ohana shuttles are 100% blended board. These are community boards. So community participation is essential. You join an Ohana board for $50. Again, an unconditional gift. You have to be confirmed on either coal or bronze to participate on the Ohana shuttles. So you have to be in Gift of Legacy. It's not a starter board. You have to be in Gift of Legacy on coal or bronze in order to participate. You are going to receive 7 gifts, $350, of which you can keep $300. Why are you only receiving $350 and not $400? Because gifter number 1 is always confirmed as an Ohana position. Now, the reason Ohana was created is Ohana boards were created to generate funds for GGM. GGM stands for Gracious Givers Movement. Gracious Givers Movement is the non-profit organization that pays for all of the fees that keep a system that hosts 1.3 million people going. Gift of Legacy is not a business. It's not a company. There's no central bank account. Nobody pays to participate, but a system that tells people who to gift, who to send gifts to when they are moving up into different positions, that is hosted on servers around the world, has to be paid for. And GGM is a non-profit organization. It is overseen by the custodians, and that's what pays to keep the lights on. Not only does it pay for the daily fees in terms of servers and emails, every time you register, you get an email verification, pays for all other things that keep the system going. We've got developer fees. There are developments. Ohana has been developed. Coal was developed in October. There are probably plans that we don't even know about for other developments. GGM pays for all of these. GGM also started a movement called Love Heart when Gift of Legacy was started, but it had to be shelved because people weren't participating, and GGM just didn't have the funding to support Love Heart. And Love Heart was created to support charities, needy people. So GGM needs funds. By putting an Ohana position in a confirmed gifter position on every Ohana board, those positions move up in the boards, just like Elisabeth explained. When they are in legend, they will receive gifts. Those gifts go to GGM, which maintains, develops, and upkeeps the Gift of Legacy system. So this is a voluntary board. It's got nothing to do with lineage. It doesn't influence your journey from bronze through silver, through gold into platinum. But Ohana is a commitment to supporting GL, to keeping the system going upon which you and I are building our legacies. So as much as it's voluntary, we encourage every user in Gift of Legacy to click join on the Ohana profile, on the join on their homepage, on their specific profile. This is a community board and we need community participation. So when you have received your 7 gifts as a legend on Ohana, the system automatically joins you onto a compulsory perpetual cycle. You will automatically be joined onto the next board. You will click view and you gift the legend. If you are removed from an Ohana board or you choose to leave, you will not be able to participate on Ohana with that profile ever again, and your profile will not be able to create any more Gift of Legacy profiles. So your phone number will no longer be able to create any more Gift of Legacy profiles. See Ohana as a way to contribute to the system that gives you the ability to build your legacy. And by supporting GL, you are receiving back more than the $50 you put in. You put $50 in, you will receive $300 back that you get to keep. If everybody in Gift of Legacy participates, the Gift of Legacy system is strengthened, more developments, more attractions, more things can happen in our community, in our theme park. But it depends on us as the community, because that's what we are, a gifting community. Thanks. Can we go on, Elisabeth? Now, in any community, there are guidelines. And in our community, there are guidelines too. When you join, it is the only time you take money out of your wallet, but it is unconditional and it is non-returnable. And you gift it to the legend on your board. That's very important. Then everybody who joins Gift of Legacy needs to invite 2 like-hearted people to follow on your journey. You get to go through coal and bronze one time, your first time, without invitees. But after your first bronze board, you cannot progress to join silver or your perpetual cycles if you do not have your 2 invitees. So you need to encourage your invitees to invite 2 by 2 by 2 like you do, and that will ensure the movement of boards. Remember how Elisabeth said the legends invitees are the guides, and the guides invitees are the builders, and then the builders invite gifters. That's ideal. But if you as a legend or a guide or even as a gifter want to invite more people, go for it. The more people you have attached to you on your invite, the better. When you join either on a $25 or $100 board, you must follow the board sequentially. So you need to join $400 and the perpetual bronze. Then you join gold and the perpetual silver. You join platinum and the perpetual gold. The goal of Gift of Legacy is to be on the perpetual cycle of all 6 boards. That's from coal to platinum and the Ohana board. Because the power of the perpetual cycle was that bottom line on that train image that Elisabeth just showed you. You can be receiving perpetually the amounts that were shown at the bottom of that diagram by being on those boards. Don't just ride a board once and stop. You're limiting your legacy and your journey to abundance. So it's important to note that you cannot after the first bronze board without your 2 invitees. And you need to join perpetual, which I explained. Right, now it's important to note, we don't promote Gift of Legacy on social media. Why? Because this is a gifting activity, it's a gifting community. We want like-minded, like-hearted people here. People who understand that by giving, they will receive. This is not network marketing. It's not MLM. We're not selling something. We're sharing in a community. And if we don't have like-minded people, we come into difficulties. So please don't promote. It is heart-to-heart and peer-to-peer gifting. Excuse me. We don't fill spaces. We invite people. So it's tempting when you join to sign up one family member and another. and then underneath them sign up another family member. But every profile needs 2 people. And if you're going to fill up spaces with family members and you're going to manage their boards, eventually you're going to be sitting with 8 or 16 boards that need 2 people. And if they are not inviting 2 people, there's no movement for you because there's no lineage moving you through the boards. So invite people who share your dream of building a legacy. Speak to people who are like-minded. Be the messenger, not the message. If you can't explain gift of legacy, don't try and do it. Tell people, I'm new in a platform. I find it very exciting. Here's a short animation. Send them that animation you watched in the beginning. In 6 minutes, 5 seconds, it explains gift of legacy. Then invite them to a Zoom call or send them a recording. We've got a YouTube channel. There are many recordings with different presenters, things explained in different ways. If people can't watch a Zoom call, invite them to watch YouTube Live. The data costs are less. So make it easier to share it with people. If you can't explain it, let those of us who love doing it do it for you. There's lots of training available. There's a link tree on the Academy on your profile. Yes, some of the information needs to be updated. We are working on it. But the best way to share gift of legacy, peer-to-peer and heart-to-heart, is having a conversation with somebody or inviting them to a Zoom call because they can watch, and shortly we're going to open up for questions. Let people look and listen and understand. That's how we should be inviting people to gift of legacy. Now, this is very important. Jan mentioned it in the beginning. There are no guarantees. We cannot guarantee when you're going to receive. You don't receive on the 15th of the month or every Friday. There are no guarantees. The only guarantee that you can have is that if you are inviting 2 by 2 by 2, your boards will move, you will receive gifts. But it depends on you. We cannot, as a community or as a system, guarantee your movement. Your success or failure is dependent on your willingness to participate and to follow the guidelines. Everything that we have explained to you tonight, everything your inviter teaches you. It is important that you are compliant to the tax laws in your country. Even though gift of legacy is a paradigm shift and it's a new economy, this is the new way of people sharing gifts, money, so that we all thrive. There's still a tax man. Jan alluded to it. You need to secure your tax in your country. Gift of legacy is decentralized. There is no third-party affiliation, ownership, or partnership. If you are joining gift of legacy through a third-party system or a strategy, anything that is not peer-to-peer, it's at your own risk. Gift of legacy is 100% peer-to-peer, heart-to-heart. No funds are paid to gift of legacy. Gifts are only and only ever given to gift of legacy participants, and especially the legend. You only gift the legend when you land on their board. So just look at that picture. That's the summary of everything you've heard tonight. Gift of legacy is a gifting economy. It's a system of exchange based on gift giving. And Elisabeth always says, I love stealing it from her. She always says, how can giving a gift be illegal? We love giving gifts. So we want to thank you for joining us. If you'd like to know more, please speak to the person who invited you and let them color your world. But we are going to open up for questions, especially for our guests. I'm going to ask that guests get the first opportunity to ask questions, and then we will open up to the community. Thank you, Elisabeth. Thank you, Jan, for a beautiful presentation. Thank you, ladies.
So just so everybody, thank you. I love the way you present Gift of Legacy. I mean, your heart is in it. Absolutely. So the chat's open. So if you want to write your question, please go ahead.
We're not going to let people speak on video to allow us to answer questions. Am I hanging? Uh-oh. Am I back?
You're back.
Okay,
You're
sorry.
here.
Folks, we're not going to allow people to come on video to ask questions. It's just quicker if people type in the chat, and then we don't have repetitive questions. And Elisabeth and Jan are going to manage that, and we're all three going to try and answer it. We've got Ike here as well, who's one of our other co-presenters. I am going to ask people, if you haven't already, to please change your names. I see that there are some Galaxies and Samsungs. We really would like to know who the people are in the chat with us. So let's go. I see some people are typing.
So yeah, there's a question from Monica. Please explain the 21-day message of today.
Okay. Are there any questions from any guests? We will get to that. I'm not avoiding it. I just said, let's ask guests if there's anything specific about the presentation. Is there anything there?
No?
Okay. So I will answer that. Last night, the custodians held a meeting with several of the world leaders from all different communities. It was announced that the custodians are aware that there is a section of the community that are boycotting or protesting against the Ohana boards. It is very evident because people are landing on boards and are simply not contacting the legends, they're not gifting. Now, this is not acceptable. Ohana has been created to keep Gift of Legacy going. A system that hosts 1.3 million people across the world has got daily expenses that many of us cannot even comprehend. The word Ohana is the Hawaiian word, and it means family. It means nobody gets left behind. We are a community. We are a family. We cannot expect the 3 custodians and a small amount of people to keep funding every time there's a development or when there are fees and costs that need to be paid. There have been many calls in the past 2.5 years for GGM to be supported, but GGM has not been widely supported. So a board has been created, which has always been explained from the day it was first announced, that the Ohana board has been created to sustain Gift of Legacy, to sustain your legacy and your legacy and my legacy. The only way that Gift of Legacy can keep going and to keep the lights on, like Hercules says, is to keep GGM funded so that GGM can afford to pay the bills at the end of each month, and the bills that come up. Like yesterday, something happened and servers needed to be upgraded on a public holiday. It was a public holiday here in South Africa. Those things happen without us knowing. GL is not a business or a company. And yet, Melissa was explaining last night that when you click and you do something, there's a, I don't know, 6-second or 8-second wait, which is phenomenal for a platform. Okay. Those things all come at a cost. The Ohana board was created so that Gift of Legacy can keep going. Now, I don't know about you, but the legacy that I am creating is not for me. It's not for me. It's for my son. It's for his children that are not yet even a thought in our minds, but it's for my descendants. We need to keep Gift of Legacy going. And if there are people in the community who are objecting to Ohana legends receiving and are stopping themselves and other people from participating, guess what they're doing? They're putting the brakes on my legacy and your legacy and your legacy. Yes, in the beginning, not everybody could join, and we've explained that. A small of amount of boards that needed to fill up, and they expanded and expanded and expanded. The custodians have given regular feedback, but everybody can join now. But don't just join and sit on a board and block it for other people. There are two things we need to remember about Ohana. It has been created to keep Gift of Legacy going. And I'm so excited about that. Because by gifting $50, not only am I securing my child's future, my child's legacy that I get to leave for him, but I'm keeping Gift of Legacy going for you, the community, people I consider my friends and family. So let's support Ohana. And while we're doing that, we're receiving back $300. We've never said a timeline. There's never a guarantee how long it will take, how quickly it will take. But if you put $50 in a bank account, Jan, what's going to happen to it? Taxes, chomp, chomp, chomp. Before the end of 2 months, 3 months, that money's gone. We're a community, and everybody in the community needs to participate. So the 21-day poster that has been put out is a message from the custodians, which was explained last night to the leaders. If there's not a significant change in attitude and commitment and participation from the community within the next 21 days on the Ohana boards, then the custodians will have to have a serious meeting and make some serious decisions about the future funding of Gift of Legacy and how they are going to generate funds for GGM. Now, Elisabeth, you've got a wonderful understanding and a beautiful way of explaining what Ohana means in terms of generating funds for GGM. Do you want to just tap in right now? Because I love the way you explain it.
Thank you, Adele. Yeah, I just remember Valisa explaining that, of course, they were thinking about a way of creating funds for GGM because our contributions weren't enough. Our donations weren't being enough for the upkeeping of GL. And when they showed Ohana and they said, so this is what's going to happen. We are creating a new board. It's called Ohana, which means nobody gets left behind. And you are going to give a $50 gift to whoever is the legend on that board. And at the same time, GGM will always have a position in that board, and they will become legend and receive the gifts. But at the same time, you will also become legend and you will also receive the gifts. And I'm like, wait a minute, like my mind, I just, my mind just blew away. It was like, oh my God, so they are asking us to help GGM. Yes, this is to help GGM support what GL is. but I'm also going to receive $300. Like I get 50 and I get $300. What is that? I thought it was so amazing, so beautiful. So beautiful. So I am, absolutely in awe with their creativity, with their ability, with their love for community, for their love for humankind. Because there's no other way to explain this. It is just so much love. Absolutely. So
Thank
yeah,
you, Liz.
that's what I
Thank you so
understood.
much. Yep. So definitely the 21-day notice is just saying, community, please link arms with us, dig deep, and don't listen to what other people are saying. Listen to your heart. Why did you join Gift of Legacy? Why? What legacy are you wanting to leave? Don't let other people dictate your legacy. Right, what's another question there?
So yeah, there's somebody, Tanya is asking, what are the concrete action plan to implement with Ohana? Does Ohana close? Is Ohana closing? So
Ohana's not
there's no
going
concrete.
anywhere. Ohana is not going anywhere. Ohana is a board on our landing page, on our homepage where you see the boards when you open your profile. Ohana is there, it's there to stay. Ohana is functioning absolutely the way it was designed to function. People who have been through the boards, and I'm one of them, I'm blessed to say I've been a legend. As soon as I was a legend and I confirmed the 7th gifter, I refreshed my page, and when I looked at Ohana again, it said view. It didn't say join, it didn't say peak, it said view, and I was automatically on another board. Do you know what I did with my gifts from my Ohana board when I received? I helped other people in my team to join Ohana, because that's the spirit of Ohana, the community, not the self. When you think about Ohana, think about the GL community before you think of yourself. Yes, those $300 are wonderful to receive, but you can do so much more with those $300 to help other people to join. Because yes, I understand people have said to us, but I don't have the $50 to join. So if you've had the means to join, even if you take $50 and keep $250, what a difference you can make to someone's life. We have a song that we played at the beginning, Give Me Hope, Ohana. People have said, oh, Ohana's taken away hope. No, people have taken away hope, because Ohana stands for hope. It is hope, but it's how we as people treat it. If we look at Ohana with the eyes of ourselves and greed and what we can get out of it, a quick buck, that's not what Ohana was created to do. Ohana was created to keep Gift of Legacy going and blessing you at the same time. And it's about community, because all the other boards, we have lineage. We follow our teams 2 by 2 by 2. And some people have said, I don't have a big team. I'm not one of the big leaders who've got hundreds of people following. What if I can't invite 2 by 2 by 2? My favorite question is, what if there's no more people to invite to Gift of Legacy? Guess what? There might be people being invited to Gift of Legacy in Venezuela or Madrid or in Canada or in Spain or Russia or Germany or Australia or Japan. I might not know them, but they are joining Gift of Legacy. And you know what happens if they join? When they join, not if, when they join Ohana, it's going to benefit me, because we're a community. So Ohana is a different board. It's got a different purpose. Elisabeth explains it so beautifully in the training we did last week, Thursday. Ohana is a different board. but it was a board created for a purpose, and let us never forget that purpose. So the concrete plans are this. Sit down and have a talk to yourself and say, myself, why did I join GL? Myself, why am I trying to build a legacy? Who am I building it for? And ask yourself, myself, have I joined Ohana? Am I encouraging my friends to do it? And say, myself, when I'm feeling down, when I'm feeling despondent, when I'm listening to negativity, what do I do? Do I talk to other negative people, or do I surround myself with positive-minded beings? Because I can tell you what I do. I surround myself with people like the co-presenters on the screen right now. I speak to the custodians. I speak to other leaders who believe in GL. Why do we believe in it? Because we've received. And I know when you're first starting and you haven't received, you're waiting. But listen to what Elisabeth said. When she got that first gift, she was like, oh my goodness, this is real. This is real. This is real. So the concrete plans are this. Go onto your profile, click join, and join us. Everything that was promoted before Gift of Legacy, before Ohana launched, all the posters, all the marketing, all the Zoom calls, go and rewatch them. Listen to the Ohana song. Go and listen to the testimonials on the testimonial group. And if you've got a story to share, go and share it there. Ike, what would you like to say? What are the concrete plans? What do you think? You were in that meeting last night. You need to unmute.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Adele. Thanks, the three of you ladies. It's brilliant. I really enjoy being here. I was in that meeting yesterday, and for me, it just I just liked what the custodians they are thinking. They want the best for all of us, and can't actually put a price on that. That energy that comes from them, it just confirms what these people want to actually do for all of us, and to legacy for all of us. I mean, I was listening to actually a story about the sacrifices that he made for Ohana, and still continues to make for Ohana, and it just touches me. So I'm actually so thankful, so grateful that I'm on GL. And as for Ohana, I'm in. Regardless of what challenges are there, I'm in. And we must encourage people to actually come on Ohana. And because after that 21 days, the custodians will actually look at decisions if it's going to work, or if they have to bring other ways of raising funds for GGM. But I'm excited. Really like it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ike. We are scrolling through the questions in the chat. The custodians are addressing the issue of people, but we cannot pinpoint exactly who people are. In a community, you can't. But what we're doing is appealing. I'm appealing to everybody's heart. That's why I said speak to yourself. Don't let somebody else just decide your future. Don't let somebody else decide what happens to your family or loved ones. We are all here as adults. We make our own decisions. And Jan, Elisabeth, which one of you has that law of the 2 feet? I don't want to even explain it, because there we go, Elisabeth. She's got all the good sayings. Please explain the law of the 2 feet. I love it.
Law of the 2 feet, yeah. Yeah. The law of 2 feet states, and it comes from a program called Genuine Contact and open space technology. And it says that if it's a law, it's the only law. And it says if you are not contributing or you feel you're not learning, it's time to use your 2 feet. So basically, I mean, if you don't like what's happening, nobody is making you stay in a place that you are not happy. So if you are not happy, you have to use your 2 feet.
I love it.
I have
I
to
love it.
leave. I'll see you all later.
Jan has to leave.
Thank you, Jan. She's
Bye,
using her
Jan.
Thank you, Jan. We appreciate you so
There you go.
much. Beautiful presentation. Thank you.
It was.
Okay, Renil Way asked a question. She said, with understanding that Ohana is removed temporarily, is it still going to come back as the first gifter? And she's also asking if the Ohana positions are going to perpetuate. Okay, so yes, Ohana position, confirmed position number 1 is coming back, is already coming back. Every time a board spins now, Ohana position 1 comes back. That's how the board was created. That's why the board was created. So every time a board spins now, Ohana comes back to gifter number 1. You see, what we have at the moment is a double-decker stall. That's how I understand it. We've got gifters who have now been removed this weekend, okay? But there are gifters who've come in and sat there doing nothing, just parking, okay? For lack of a better word, parking. My son plays hockey. And when you're trying to win a game, you park the bus, which means you mess around with the ball in the middle of the field. No one can get near the goals. So they're parking in gifter position. But now we've got Ohana legends, Ohana G legends. They're there. Why? Because they moved through the board. They have every right to be there, just as other legends do. And there are other legends. But when people see Ohana G legends, they don't want to gift them. So we've got a double-decker thing happening. It makes no sense, and it is not going to happen. Hercules said so last night. It is not going to happen that the Ohana positions can come and perpetuate and join a board where they're gifting themselves, potentially. Yes, they might gift other legends, but the chances are that they're going to gift the Ohana G legends. Why? Because the oldest boards fill up first. Everybody's trying to work out the board ID. Candace has explained that's not the sequence. Oldest boards fill up first, and currently, most of the oldest boards have got Ohana G legends because they move through. So if Ohana positions come in and give Ohana, where's the giving back? Ohana wants to give back. The custodians want to give back. But they can't give back until those Ohana G positions move out of legend. The only way they're going to move is if gifters gift and they move off. And then people like you and me and your friends and your teams and your families will be in legend positions, and you will receive from an Ohana position. They are coming back. So that is our choice, to move those boards to let everybody receive and get the boards going. Do you want to carry on, Elisabeth? My voice is cracking.
Well, there's another
The question.
beautiful comment saying, you know, that yeah, I'm trying to find if there's any other question.
No, where's the beautiful comments? I like those too.
Yeah. The
Daniela
solution is on
says the
all of us.
solution. Yeah.
Yeah, the solution is on all of us, inviting more people to join Gift of Legacy and the Ohana board. That's it. Yes.
Yeah.
And then she says, I
Absolutely.
think Ohana is genius.
Yep.
And I'm very happy to be a part of it. Monica says it should be all be blended. Well, that's I think a matter of preference.
Monica, I agree with you, but we'll have a separate Zoom about that. I agree with you. I'd love that.
Yeah. When it's
I
I
think
also
I've
think it has
answered.
its virtues.
No, sure. I think I've answered Edgar's question about the
Okay.
Ohana's perpetuating.
Yeah.
Mm,
And we want a Hannah or any other board to move. We just need to invite more people. Danielle again. So
yep.
she's an advocate, definitely. Eduardo says, I love GL and Ohana. May God guide you to make the best decisions. Thank you. So beautiful. Yeah. Then Alberto says, let people in Ohana that can send the gifts in whatever currency except and not just USDT. That depends again on the gifter and the legend, but we were told more than 2 months before, I mean, more than a month before Ohana was launched to have our USDT ready. And if we went into Ohana and we clicked Ohana, we had our 50 USDT ready. So I think that's important to remember that we were told so. There are videos, there are, there's tons of people ready to help you. So it's yeah. I don't know if there's anything
You
else to
know,
say.
when you try and do other platforms and you're doing it internationally, it's very difficult. Like in South Africa, we cannot use Revolut. Now, many people overseas like Revolut. We can't use it. Then we have PayPal. Some people cannot access PayPal. And the problem with PayPal is very high fees. If I send PayPal to PayPal in South Africa, it's zero transfer fees. But if I send it to someone overseas, it's $5 or $4.50. I say $5. But some people don't realize you have to send friends and family. Then they send it, normally goes as a business transaction, which takes 21 days. You're going to get removed off an Ohana board. You try and send an EFT or Forex, you've got 5 to 10 days waiting. You're going to get removed off an Ohana board. Wise is not so wise, in my opinion, because they just shut down people's profiles for no reason. Really, they have. It's happened to many of the leaders.
Hmm.
Cryptocurrency is a safe and effective way, the most safe and effective and quick way with low fees that we all know is available at the moment. And I've never been an advocate for cryptocurrency because my ex-husband was scammed by a crypto trader. So I have no good experience of cryptocurrency, but we're not trading. It's just a digital means to send currency. That's all it is. And the fees are lower and it happens instantly, like this, instantly. The longest
And
you'll wait is maybe 3 to 5 minutes.
yeah. And so Edgar is posting his question again. And I just want to, I mean, he does say that, Hercules said that the Ohana were going to enter the boards to provide mobility, and they have not entered. They also said that the Ohana were going to appear on other bronze, silver, gold boards.
Well, they
Okay,
will.
yeah, I guess
They will.
eventually.
They will eventually, but they've got to
Yeah,
go onto Ohana first, right?
yeah.
They've got to go
And there
onto
is
Ohana.
no, yeah, my entire team is in Ohana and does not receive gifts. There's no guarantee. There's no
How
guarantee to
wonderful that
enter.
you're
Yeah,
there. How wonderful that you're there. Because there are many
yeah.
teams who haven't had the funds or the means to join. Think
Mhm.
about it that way. Is your cup half full? Is it half empty? If you're on a board, it's half full. You're there. There are people who are saying to us, Adele, Elizabeth, I don't have the $50 to join. I would love to join. I don't have the $50. Their cup is
Yeah.
empty. Think of it that way. It's mindset.
And also that, talk to the developers so the HANA boards don't split. I mean, I think it's easy to say, talk to the developer, ask them to do this and that. And one of the things that we heard continuously, like yesterday in that meeting, is that for all of those, ask the developer, you need money. And the money comes from GGM. So that's also important to understand. Any change to our, the way our boards work, they need money.
Mm.
It's a fact. Like when you go to if you have to prepare lunch, you need the food, and you need the food, you need the money.
And GL boards need to split. You have a legend. The legend receives their gifts. 7 in Ohana, 8 on all the other boards. They move off. You've seen animation. They move off. And now you've got 2 guides. Should we say one of them needs to fight for the legend position? No. The board needs to split so they can each become legend with their guides, their builders. So I think for many of us, the suggestions come easily, but we're not experts in managing a system. We are not developers. And lots of the suggestions, honestly, because I pass on suggestions from the Telegram group, from personal messages, from Zoom calls. I pass them to the custodians. I can guarantee you 99.9% of the time they say, Adele, this was tried in 2022. Remember when we had auto join? Remember when only legends, when legends split off, they had to go to another board? Do you remember when we did this? Do you remember when we did that? We've thought of this. We've done this. This is the reason why. For many of you, you've joined the community new, or maybe within the last year. The custodians have been here before development. They have experience. The developer knows what has happened and what is possible with the system. Trust them. Please trust them. The system has never crashed. It's never crashed. The custodians are visible. People say, oh, they're not visible, they're not approachable. They're busy. They are busy behind the scenes. When I cannot phone them and get hold of them to confirm information, they're busy. It's not that they are ignoring people. They come on Zoom calls and they only come to speak when there's something to say. You don't want them coming on a Zoom call and they sit here and they go, well, yeah, they come with information. And they've been almost weekly coming on calls. The Telegram group is where they share information. We might not always understand or like what they're saying, but they're not hiding away. They're visible. These are real people. I said it last night. For many of you, they are people in little blocks on your screen. For me, they're real people. Ike, you've met them. Other people on this Zoom call have met the custodians. They are real people. Do you know who worries about Gift of Legacy and the Ohana boards more than you? Them. You think you're stressing about Ohana boards? Try being them. We heard from their hearts last night. Ike, these are real people. Are they going anywhere?
No ways. No ways. They are here to stay.
Why do you know that? Why you know that?
Yeah. Since the inception of GL, I've seen through them the people of character. They are there. They engage all of us. They want the best for all of us. So I'm at ease, regardless of challenges that we're facing. I'm at ease. I'm in. So I'm in.
I'm in.
Oh my.
Are you in? Give us a thumbs up if you're in. Thanks, Daniela. Who else is in? Like, seriously, who's in? We want to know. Because those of us who are in, thanks, Alberto. Those of us who are in, We're going to remind people of everything that was said about Ohana beforehand. Ranil weighs in. Thanks, Ranil. Never. Thanks, Pam. Thanks, Raquel. Nowhere did any of the presenters ever say, join Ohana and you're going to make a quick buck. What we promised was a 100% blended board where the community participates. In a gifting activity, people need to be active participants to reap rewards. That's what we promised, a 100% blended board. That's what you got. Now we need to participate. Now we need to participate. Doris is in. Carmen is in.
Yes.
Thank you. Please go speak to your teams, speak to your friends, speak to your communities. Let's get people to join Ohana. Let's post positivity. Please go look on the Telegram group for the link. Let me try and send it to you now, Elisabeth, so that you can put it on the Telegram group. Put it on this chat now. Go onto this group and post a testimonial. People say, oh, testimonials don't make a difference. I think they do. Because when I heard Hercules' story last night, put a lump in my throat and it put a spark in my mind to not be negative, to not allow naysayers to get me down. I had invitees on this call tonight. I was talking to people about GL yesterday, and I'm going to do the same tomorrow. I'm in. Has anyone got a good news story to share? Maybe we should let Daniela speak from her heart. Let her open her mic.
A ver. I lost Daniela. There you go.
I'm here. Hello.
Here's the link.
Thank you. Well, I just want to say, instead of, well, I think we have the solution in our hands. I think it's a community, a gifting community, and that's where we're here. That's why I joined, and that's what I invite people to do, to change the way we look at things, to change the what we're used to, and try to make things different from our hearts, from our generosity, from our community sense. Well, like you say, color their world, color our world in a different way than what we're used to the financial system that we know works for some, but to do it out of helping others achieve whatever they want, and then letting others help me. I think that's really very, very heartfelt community, and that's what I feel like a real change in the world. And it's not depending on what's happening outside. Right now in our country, we're struggling with some stuff, but this doesn't have anything to do with what's going on outside in our community. It's what we have inside. So it doesn't even depend on what the situation in our different countries is. It's us making the choice and doing it different, from the heart, from generosity, out of our own goodwill. And I think that no one will become, I know that there is people who struggle and who maybe don't have the $25 or the $50, but no one is going to be poorer because they gift someone the $25 or $100. And what we get in return, not just the money, but the community, all this work that you guys do and the presentations, and they're free, and you guys give your time and your energy to all of us. I mean, how can we complain? I choose not to complain, and I choose to invite more people to make this work for me and for them and for all of us. that's what I can share.
Thank you, Daniela. Thank you, Ike. Thank you for being here. We love you,
Very
Ike. I think that's a beautiful way to end the Zoom call. It's our choice. It's our choice. 21 days is so limiting. Just make a choice. Just make a choice. Join the boards. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, Jan. Thank you, Ike. And thank you, everybody who was on the call tonight. We'll see you Thursday evening. I think it'll just be a version of a pop-up call on Thursday evening where people can just chat. Let's make that official. We're doing a pop-up call Thursday evening, non-recorded. Come and chat to us from your heart. Okay. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night. Bye-bye.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Singing? Are we singing or are we just closing?
Let's sing. Can we sing? Can we have some hope, Ohana?
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Thank you, Carmen.
Good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Sure.
Well, Ohana, she's my family. She teaches love and preaches unity. She built a bridge that connected all of us with every corner across the open sea.